Okay, so I'm just sitting here wondering what good is state attorney generals when we can't call up the state attorney general and complain about private corporations in the United States who are causing inflation and causing prices to go higher, such as that with the housing market and rent. What good? Because I'm tired of hearing the state attorney general and these people say, oh, well, it's just for the government. They're full of fucking shit. Because the thing is, they're affected by these same prices when they're outside of government. So they are affected by the same inflation as the rest of the public is. And so I'm thinking, why doesn't our government have a checks and balances for the private sector who is price gouging? I mean, because that's all it is price gouging. And so in order to report every apartment complex who is price gouging, then an individual person would have to come up with a spreadsheet of how much these apartment complexes have raised their prices. Now, a lot of them are new, and so it's like they don't have a history of but maybe 5 or 10 years. Now, the truth is apartments become really dumpy quickly because there's a high turnover in some places. Other places, there's not as big of a high turnover. But a lot of the houses in the United States are old. Houses are always being torn down and built back up again. But why should the American public have to pay an inflated price because they have what they call the real estate investment trust, the REITs that are on Wall Street? And so I keep asking the same question over and over again. And so then when I go to the state related to things and like my state attorney general, then I get a filibustering answer. Oh, you need to contact the federal government about that. It's like, okay, well, if I contact the federal government about that, then I get the same filibustering answer. And so there needs to be a cap. And that's what the American public, all of us are hollering about related to corporations being greedy, corporate greed. So you have the corporations on Wall Street who keep raising prices higher and higher. Well, then what happens is then the small individual people raise prices. Now, if the corporations lowered prices really, really low to like 50 years ago, then the private industry would lower prices too because people would be able to survive. But what we've got right now is not working. It's absolutely not working. And so how much more do we need?